Come with me as I visit the only cemetery in the world that's located inside a Publix parking lot in Orlando, Florida. And no, I am not kidding. From a glance, this might seem like your average Publix supermarket. To the locals, however, there is something special hidden in plain sight. It's the historical Vineland Cemetery that contains the graves of two Union soldiers who fought in the Civil War. This tiny cemetery sits in the rear of a Publix supermarket parking lot. Back in the early 1900s, this land was not developed yet. It simply was a wooded area in a town called Vineland. Here, 4 of its residents were laid to rest. 2 of the 4 graves, however, were moved years ago by their families. The 2 remaining graves belonged to 2 Civil War veterans who moved to Florida after the war, and they were both buried here in the 1900s. In 1924, this became known as the Vineland Cemetery. As this city developed into what is now known as Orlando, Florida, this 25 by 25 square foot area has been kept well preserved. And according to the property owner, he wants to make sure that the grave sites of these 2 war heroes remain protected. When these 5 acres were sold and a Publix supermarket was built in 2021, a gate was installed around the cemetery and new headstones were placed on the grave sites. Today, this tiny cemetery has been fully restored, from an area that once was full of weeds to a fully fenced historical site. Visitors who come to Orlando for Disney Springs, which is just 5 minutes away, can also pay their respects, or even drive by if they're planning to do some grocery shopping. Would you visit a cemetery inside a Publix parking lot? Comment below.